afternoon, my dear listeners. The topic of our day today is government regulation and control of pharmaceutical activity. We'll stop more detail on the regulation and control of pharmaceutical activity. Why it is regulated, how, what for. As we know, pharmacist is the profession concerned with compounding, distribution, use of drugs and providing drug-related information to the public. The mission of pharmacy practice is to provide medications and other healthcare products and services and to help people and society to make the best use of them. Thus, the products that are provided by pharmacists can influence on the life and the quality of life of the people, as well as the health of the nations. That's why the profession of pharmacist and pharmaceutical activity is among the most regulated activity and profession. All kinds of pharmaceutical activity from the first step of medicine life cycle is regulated. Regulating health and care professionals is designed to limit the risk of harm occurring in the population when they receive treatment or care. The regulators have one main objective, and that is to protect the public. In general, regulation can be defined as any measure or intervention implemented under government authority that acts to control the behavior of individuals or groups that come within the ambit of that authority. Regulation includes the primary laws and subordinate instruments developed by the government and the rules issued by government and non-government agencies or authority under delegated powers. State policy in healthcare is defined as the set of accepted national decisions to preserve and strengthen the physical and mental health of the population of the country as an essential component of national wealth through the implementation of population policy, institutional, economic, legal, social, cultural, research, prevention and health measures to preserve the gene pool of the nations and humanitarian potential, and taking into account the requirements of present and future generation in the interest of an individual and society as a whole. The government administration in pharmacy based on policy making, coordination, control and supervision over the observance of all pharmaceutical organizations as entities. The main target of the government regulation are shown at the scheme. The pharmaceutical industry is a complex of social-economical system which includes producers of pharmaceutical goods, pharmaceutical base, wholesales, foreign representatives of pharmaceutical companies, pharmacies of different form of ownership and management, territorial public drug service, research institutions, higher pharmaceutical schools, universities, association of pharmaceutical employees. World Health Organization recommends regulated regulatory function for the national regulatory system in pharmaceutical providing through procedures like licensing, certification, inspection, drug registration, medicine quality control monitoring, promotion and advertising control. Thus, the main methods of the state regulation of the pharmaceutical activity in the international practice include licensing and certification of drugs, registration means registers and essential list or list of drugs, monitoring of drugs after registration, licensing of manufacturing, wholesale and retail sales, pharmacy law, limiting of the number of the pharmacy's property, etc., medicine pricing, reimbursement. And in next video we'll stop more detail on some of them.